While on their way to Gunma, the trio stopped by a waterway to do SUP yoga, as Akira aspired to maintain his mindfulness, although they didn't stay for long as they continued to travel again. Akira was satisfied that he managed to finish 15 out of the 100 items on his bucket list, and he even thought that he might finish everything in a month, but Shizuka told him that she had the feeling that he would be eaten by zombies once he was done. At the same time, they realized that they would arrive in Gunma in an hour. Shizuka thought that something would come up to delay them again, as it even took them so much time to leave Tokyo. But Akira and Kensho didn't really care, as they just aimed to get there before the summer ends. However, they suddenly had to stop after seeing a truck surrounded by zombies at the edge of the road. Shizuka was surprised that Akira immediately changed into his shark suit, planning to save the survivor inside the truck. After changing, the trio left the RV to confront the zombies. However, before Akira could even finish introducing himself, someone in samurai armor kicked the truck door open and slaughtered the zombies. Kensho and Shizuka were nervous after seeing this, but Akira thought it was really cool. The person in the samurai costume thanked the trio before introducing herself as Beatrix Ammerhauser. Kensho was surprised to see a foreigner, and Akira was surprised that the samurai was a girl, while Shizuka didn't even know where to begin. Beatrix told the group that she was from Germany, but she traveled to Japan because she loved the country and its culture, and she even studied about it so much. Kensho realized that it was the reason for her Japanese armor, while Shizuka thought that it was actually a good anti-zombie strategy. Akira saw all the fish inside the truck, while Beatrix explained that she had to deliver it and asked for their help. Kensho and Shizuka thought the fish were for other survivors, and they considered helping despite the risk. While Akira asked Beatrix why she wanted to transport the fish so badly, she explained that ever since she was a kid, she dreamed of coming to Japan, so she worked many jobs to save up. However, the zombie pandemic had already spread when she landed in Japan. But she didn't give up on experiencing the culture she loves, and she finally found the last surviving sushi chef. Kensho and Shizuka couldn't believe that the fish were for her sushi, but Beatrix continued and explained that the sushi chef agreed to prepare some sushi for her as long as she could deliver the fish. Kensho and Shizuka realized that she was just in it for the sushi, while Akira declared that they would deliver the fish even if it cost them their lives. He was also in it for the sushi. Beatrix thanked Akira, and they immediately stuffed the fish into their bags while he urged Kensho and Shizuka that they show Beatrix the spirit of hospitality. The group traveled to central Ginza in Takasaki. Akira was even more excited. He was certain that they would be eating at a famous place, but Beatrix was worried about the chef's safety since 3 days had passed since their last conversation. Seeing that their path was totally blocked by zombies, Akira and Beatrix immediately changed into their armor, planning to charge at the zombies even without a plan. However, Shizuka told them that she had a plan. She was also determined to get her share of sushi. Kensho attracted the zombies' attention while naked. Afterwards, Akira used a truck to trap them in an alley, and he kept the truck's horn going to attract even more zombies, and Beatrix killed as many zombies as she could. After gathering as many zombies as they could, they started throwing alcohol at the zombies. And when the alcohol had spread enough, Shizuka gave them the signal to light up the zombies in flames. However, more zombies gathered while their matches failed to ignite, so some of the zombies managed to climb up the truck and charge at their RV. Beatrix started giving up after seeing this, but Akira refused to give up. He declared that if he couldn't eat at a nice sushi restaurant, he'd rather become a zombie. Beatrix remembered the first time she saw sushi on television, and she charged at the zombies to help Akira protect their RV and fish. The duo killed as many zombies as they could, but the number of zombies just continued to increase. However, Shizuka used a Walkman and a megaphone attached to a drone to attract the zombies' attention away from Akira and Beatrix, and she signaled for Kensho to light up the zombies on fire after she successfully gathered them. After seeing the fire spread among all the zombies, the group celebrated and looked forward to their fancy all-you-can-eat sushi for dinner. Akira, Shizuka, and Kensho couldn't believe how good the sushi was, while the chef was satisfied to see them happily eating all the sushi he prepared. And since they came to eat his sushi even at the end of the world, he told the group that they could eat as much as they wanted. Akira asked Beatrix how the sushi was. She thought it was delicious, and she was in tears, happy that she came to Japan, and the trio happily welcomed her. The chef couldn't believe that she was shedding tears because of his sushi, and he also started to tear up, thinking that it was the first time he had felt so honored as a chef. And he told the group that they could drink all the sake in the restaurant, as he thought that they would be his last customers ever. The group continued their journey the next day, but they were desperate for a proper bath because of the crazy heat, so they immediately went to a hot spring. Akira and Kensho were amazed after seeing the hot water fields. However, their attention was immediately caught by the ladies, who had already changed into their bathrobes, and both Kensho and Akira thought they looked splendid. Beatrix was amazed after seeing the hot spring town, and although it was the first time she saw one, she had so much knowledge about it that Akira thought she knew more about Japan than any Japanese person. Beatrix also mentioned that people claimed that hot springs could cure anything but love sickness. Hearing Beatrix mention love, Kensho immediately tried to flirt with her, but she gave almost no reaction to it. At the same time, Akira apologized to Shizuka for being stuck with them instead of having a romantic date at the beautiful place. However, Shizuka told him that dating was just a waste of time and that it was better to focus on work and earn money while in your 20s and worry about getting a partner after that. Akira told her that for him, life would be more fun and he would be motivated to work harder if he had someone he liked. But Shizuka just thought that it was ridiculous, as people could fall for someone who wouldn't love them back. So she declared that love is an investment with poor cost performance, and it was an utter waste of time. Akira felt helpless after hearing this. Akira and Kensho were amazed after seeing the huge open-air bath. They didn't waste any time and dived into the water. Shizuka was speechless after seeing the two swim around the bath, but she was excited to finally wash away all the grim. So she urged Beatrix to leave the boys and head to the women's bath. However, Beatrix told her that there was no hot water in the women's bath, so the only hot spring was in the men's bath. Kensho and Akira didn't let this chance pass. They told the ladies that desperate times call for desperate measures, and they didn't need to feel ashamed as they invited the ladies to join them in the bath. Shizuka rejected the idea, calling it intolerable, obscene, and revolting, and every fiber of her being was repulsed by them. The boys were in tears after hearing her words, but Beatrix corrected Shizuka. She explained about the traditional mixed bath before removing her bathrobe as she planned to join the bath. Akira and Kensho were in tears while thanking her for loving their culture. However, numerous zombies showed up from underwater, so they had no choice but to leave the bath. The ladies were disappointed that they had to give up on the hot spring. The boys were in tears while climbing a cliff, disappointed that their mixed bath was denied by the zombies. The group had to sleep on the cliff to avoid all the zombies. Akira woke up in the middle of the night because of thirst, and he immediately entered the forest to look for something to drink. He noticed the sound of water, so he followed the direction where it was coming from. He was amazed to see a hot spring in the middle of the mountains, but he immediately entered and swam to bathe. However, he accidentally bumped into Shizuka. Feeling embarrassed, she covered herself and hid her whole body in the water, while Akira apologized while saying that it was an accident. Shizuka believed him, but she asked him to hurry up and leave. However, Akira refused and complained that it was unfair. He also declared that he would rather get eaten by zombies than leave without getting into a hot spring. Shizuka realized that he really only cared about the hot spring, so she let him stay on the other side of a rock behind her. She warned him that he would be dead if he moved from his spot or turned around. The two stayed completely quiet for a while, but Shizuka started apologizing for shutting down Akira's ideas about love earlier in the day. She told him that her father never approved of the way she lived her life, so she got jealous that Akira could say whatever was on his mind without a care if others would approve it or not. Because of her jealousy, her old self slipped out. Then she admitted that she was just bad at romance and afraid to get hurt, so she said that work was more important, trying to act tough. Akira thought that Shizuka was being really open currently. Afterwards, Shizuka said that if she ever fell in love, she hoped it was with someone she could be open with. The two realized what her words meant, and Shizuka immediately tried to clear things up, but her words were already engraved in Akira's mind, and he started wondering if she really liked him. At the same time, Kensho and Beatrix arrived. Kensho was screaming after seeing a hot spring in the middle of the mountain, while Beatrix was explaining what kind of hot spring it was. Kensho noticed Akira and Shizuka, so he immediately asked when the two had started hooking up. The two tried to explain, but Beatrix interrupted them and complained that they didn't invite her to the hot spring. Kensho was also pissed, but he urged Beatrix that they also soak in the bath. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoy this video, and please subscribe so you won't miss the next part. And just comment down any anime you want to see in this channel.